Subscribe to our channel. VPM helps you start and run your remote business. Do you need an EIN? You've come to the right video. I'll walk you through how to get your EIN on the IRS website. The example I'll use for this video is a single-member LLC named Line B. The owner is Kevin Johnson, and he sells online clothing and apparel. Plus, it'll be in Delaware where he's forming his LLC. What is an EIN? The Employer Identification Number, also known as the Federal Employer Identification Number, or the Federal Tax Identification Number, is a unique 9-digit number assigned by the Internal Revenue Service to business entities operating in the United States for the purposes of identification. Think of it as your business's social security number. The cost to apply for an EIN is free on the IRS website. There are a few ways to apply, either online, mail-in form, or fax. I'll cover the best method, which is online, then go over the SS4 form if you want to mail or fax the form. EIN online filing can only be done if you have an EIN, ITIN, or SSN. If you do not have this, you will not be able to file this online and you must file via fax or mail. For Line B, I'll be using my social, so online is my method. Go to the IRS website and navigate to the EIN page. Hit Apply Online Now. Read the important information and begin application. What type of legal structure is applying for an EIN? I'll select Limited Liability Company. Continuing on, review what an LLC is and what it is not. Now the details. The section Identity. Tell us more about the members of the LLC. For this, I will put 1, because as the owner, you'll be counted. And you will select Delaware as the state for business operations. Please confirm your selection. Review more about a single-member LLC. Why is the LLC requesting an EIN? Here you'll pick one reason that best describes why you are applying for an EIN. In this scenario, it's a new LLC. So I'll select Started a New Business since I am beginning a new business. The section Authenticate. Please tell us about the responsible party of the LLC. Fill out the blanks with your own information since you'll be the owner of the LLC. And select I am one of the owners, members, or managing members of this LLC. Again, because you're a single-member LLC. The section Addresses. Where is the LLC physically located? Something to note is that you cannot use a P.O. box. You can use your home address if it's in Delaware, but remember that forming your LLC, it'll be listed publicly as your LLC's business address. For privacy protection, we're going to use our VPM virtual mailbox address for this. The section Details. Tell us about the LLC. Fill in the blanks with your legal name of your LLC and must match your articles of organization and what you registered your name under. Going to skip the trade name or DBA unless you have this. County, state in which you will file to operate your business. The LLC start date. Tell us more about the LLC. Select all that apply to your specific industry. Most of these cases I'll select no. What does your business or organization do? Select the industry that applies and describe what your business does best. For Line B LLC, we'll select Retail. You will then be taken to this window. Select or specify what applies. For Line B LLC, it's selling goods exclusively over the internet. How would you like to receive your EIN confirmation letter? We're going to select Receive Letter Online. Although I went through the online option, I'll cover if you don't have an ITIN or SSN too. Fill out the SS4 and pick to fax or mail it. A tip, fax is faster than mail. How to apply for your EIN by fax. Fax a completed SS4 application form to your state fax number. Next, let's go over how to fill out the SS4 form. The SS4 is for your mail and fax option for your EIN. For Line 1, legal name of entity or individual for whom the EIN is being requested. Enter the legal name of the entity or individual applying for the EIN exactly as it appears on the Social Security card, charter, or other applicable legal document. This is required. For Line 2, skip the trade name if it's the same as number 1. Line 3, leave this blank. It's not needed for an EIN for your LLC. Lines 4A to 4B, mailing address. Enter the mailing address for the entity's correspondence. We're using our VPM virtual mailbox address. Lines 5A to 5B, street address. Provide the entity's physical street address only if different from its mailing address shown on lines 4A to 4B. Don't enter a P.O. box number here. Line 6, county and state where the principal business is located. Enter the entity's primary physical location or address of your registered agent. For your VPM virtual mailbox, it's Newcastle, Delaware. Line 7A to 7B. Name of responsible party. Enter the full name, first name, middle initial, last name if applicable. So in this case, it's Kevin Johnson. As a single member LLC, the EIN responsible party will be you. And SSN, ITIN, or EIN of the entity's responsible party. The EIN responsible party is a person that goes on file with the IRS when you apply for an EIN for your LLC. Think of the responsible party as the LLC's contact person, where the IRS will send your LLC's mail and correspondence to. For 8A, check yes. And 8B, since it's just you, put 1. And 8C, check yes as this is a domestic LLC. Line 9A, type of entity. We're going to select Other and specify it as pass-through. For line 10, select Start a Business. For box 11, put the date your business started. For us, it's December 1st, 2020. For box 12, closing month of accounting year is normally December. If no employees are expected, skip line 14 and 15. Line 16, check the one box on line 16. You can match this with line 10. That best describes the principal activity of the business. You must check a box. For line B, LLC, it's retail, so I'll check that. For box 17, we're going to specify e-commerce. Use line 17 to describe the principal line of business in more detail. An entry is required in a few words because the IRS wants to know what you're selling or services you're offering. Line 18. Has the applicant entity shown on line 1 ever applied for and received an EIN? Since this is likely a newly formed entity, you'll select No. Finally, include your signature and the date. If you want to find out how to open your business bank account, check out the next video to apply for your EIN online. Learn more.